For some people, me included, the perfect way of concealing a firearm is a pocket carry. Of course, if you don't subscribe to this approach, then cool. I won't hate you for that. But look, I know why some don't like pocket pistols. There's always this perpetuating idea that their capacity is limited. Come on, we are already in 2024. That's no longer true. Want proof? Hey, this is your boy Ted from Line 45, and today, I am going to list down some of the best pocket pistols in the market right now that are also known for their high-capacity mags. To put it simply, these guns are small but make no compromise on their stopping power. But first, let me do this quick plug. Hit the like and subscribe button. All those buttons you can see below. I know it feels like a hassle, but those simple clicks mean a lot for my channel. Now, let's get back to the good stuff. Mossberg Mc2C. Mossberg is a popular shotgun brand, and until now, this remains to be the case. The timeless classic we call the Mossberg 500, for instance, cemented the legacy of Mossberg and is proof that, hey, you don't need to spend big to get a good gun. This is also the same principle that applies to the Mossberg Mc2C. This is one of my favorite high-capacity pocket pistols to date, and despite it not being as popular as the Hellcat or P365, it's still a proficient subcompact 9mm that deserves some respect. The Mc2C is a striker-fired semi-auto pistol that features a total length of 6.25 inches and a 3.4-inch barrel made from stainless steel with a DLC finish. It's only 4.3 inches tall, and its width is a little over an inch. Basically, this is a small gun, but it offers good ergonomics. Nonetheless, that is suitable for both personal and home defense. Now, when it comes to its capacity, the Mc2C feeds from a double-column mag. Hence, its standard flush-fit capacity is 11 rounds, while its extended magazine holds 14 shots of 9mm. The small mag is less likely to print through your garment, but if you have big hands, it might be a little harder to shoot. Fortunately, the design of the Mc2C is snag-proof, and that is a huge plus. Similar to its predecessor, the Mc2C, the Mc2C has a glass-filled polymer frame and also features a low-bore axis, 3-dot dovetail sights, and a flat-face trigger. It even has an integrated safety lever. These things scream that this particular pistol is accurate and easy to maneuver. Moreover, it has solid ergonomics that further optimize its shootability. I really love its slide serrations and texturing since they make the gun extra tactile and comfortable to operate. Similar to the Mossberg 500, the Mc2C is also a firearm that inherits the reliability gene in DNA. I kid you not, this one can feed and cycle different types of 9mm ammunition, from premium defensive loads to cheap practice rounds. It's prolific and almost foolproof in a sense, especially if maintained religiously. With its small size, ergonomic design, and reliable performance, it's not difficult to see why the Mc2C is a high-value personal defense pistol. Ruger LCP Max. The Ruger LCP Max is the only non-9mm handgun on this list, but it still fits our two main criteria, which are that it's small and that it has high capacity. The LCP Max is a lightweight, compact pistol chambered in .380 ACP. It has a standard capacity of 10+1 rounds, and it's definitely ideal for concealed carry or pocket carry, if that's what you want. It's a good choice when wearing athletic clothes because it's extra light. And when I say extra light, I really mean it. This thing only weighs 10 ounces, so it's really possible for anyone to bring it conveniently. This is also the smallest pistol in my video. It's only 5.2 inches long, and its barrel is extra compact at 2.8 inches. This single-action gun is also reliable enough to shoot thousands of rounds without problems. In my test, I used defensive hollow points and some ball ammo. The gun was able to shoot all those loads accurately at 7 rounds, and it pretty much cements the fact that the LCP Max is a wonderful option for a defensive pistol, even if you argue that .380 ACP is not as effective as the 9mm. Compared to the LCP-2, which is its predecessor, the LCP Max is a lot more curved. From the perspective of ergonomics, this design is advantageous for those folks with regular hand profiles. Even its sights are pretty nice for its price. The tritium front sight is crisp, while its flat-back rear sight pops really well. The sight picture of the LCP Max is pretty standard, but it works and is efficient. This gun, by the way, is only sub $400, so don't really expect something awesome or flashy. But as I said, this works, so I can't complain at all. Plus, it's a Ruger pistol. It is tough, has a nice grip ergonomics, and features a trigger that is decent enough for you not to replace it. Kimber R7 Mako. The R7 Mako is another pocket pistol that boasts impeccable capacity. It's more or less the same size as the more popular micro-compact handguns today, and already offers 11+1 rounds of 9mm. In particular, the R7 Mako is 6.2 inches long, 4.3 inches tall, and 1 inch wide, so there's no question of whether or not you can conceal it. The numbers don't lie. You can actually use this gun for deep concealment. Aside from a pocket carry, you can also carry the R7 Mako inside the waistband. It's quite comfortable to do so, and with the appropriate clothes, this one doesn't print at all. Because it's small and loaded, I think that the argument that this gun is a no-good pocket pistol should be dismissed already. It shoots ample 9mm rounds that could end or neutralize any self-defense situations. And don't worry about its accuracy. Always stick into your mind that this gun is a product of Kimber, and Kimber has been proficient in making accurate firearms, whether they are big or small. The 3.37-inch barrel of R7 Mako, for instance, provides a decent and crisp sight radius. In terms of this department alone, I think the R7 Mako is way better than most of its micro-compact rivals. The sight of R7 Mako, by the way, is TrueGlow Tritium Pro. These are night sights that Kimber opted for because of their viability in both low light and daylight conditions. I know we are talking about pocket carry here, but I guess there's no harm in telling you that this pistol is optics ready. So, if the situation calls for it, feel free to toss some Holosun 507K or Romeo Zero into its slide. The flat-face trigger is also fantastic enough to deliver consistently smooth pulls and crisp breaks. I like how it engages, and it's definitely one of the reasons why this gun is so accurate. Springfield Armory Hellcat. I bet that some people here believe that the Hellcat is a better option than the P365. Suppose you are among those folks? Cool. The way I see it, the Hellcat and P365 are really grinding each other's teeth in terms of popularity, performance, and ergonomics. And this is a good thing. After all, it's an assurance that the Hellcat won't fail you as a personal defense weapon. For starters, the Hellcat is a micro-compact handgun that measures 6 inches long, 4 inches tall, and 1 inch wide. It's really designed for concealment, but there were no sacrifices in terms of its stopping power or capacity. The standard flush-fit mag of the Hellcat is 11+1 rounds, which is a round more than the standard mag of the P365. Meanwhile, its extended mag is 13+1 rounds, and again, this 1 round more than the standard extended mag of its Sig counterpart. These feats are actually impressive, given that the P365 is taller than the Hellcat. If you have big hands, I suggest you feed the Hellcat with its extended clip so that you can grip the gun comfortably. Otherwise, you can settle with its flush-fit mag. The Hellcat is definitely an accurate micro-compact handgun. Even at 25 yards, it still can create decently tight groups. The 3-inch hammer-forged barrel really helps a lot with its stabilizing 9mm bullets. It also has a U-dot sight system, which is composed of a tactical rear sight and a high-vis front sight. I like this particular system because it simplifies the way of achieving precise shot placements and fast target acquisition even when the surroundings are dark. I was also surprised by how controlled its recoil is. I mean, it has hints of snappiness on it, but due to its ergonomic grip and low-bore axis, managing its muzzle rise is a lot easier. So, in a high-stress situation, the reliability and accuracy of the Hellcat could become a life-saving factor. Sig Sauer P365. My last pick is obviously the P365. It's not the first pocket pistol there is, but it's the one that revolutionized the high-capacity, micro-compact pistol market. This original P365 is only 5.8 inches long and has a barrel of 3.1 inches in length. Plus, it's only 4.3 inches tall, and it's slim enough to not cause obvious printing at all. It's only 1 inch wide, for Pete's sake. Despite being an ultra-compact firearm, the P365 offers a standard capacity of 10 plus 1 rounds and an extended capacity of 12 plus 1 rounds. Heck, you can even buy 15 plus 1 round mags for this pistol, and these mags should give more space for a full grip. The high-capacity nature of the P365 was a big deal at the time it was released in 2018. No micro-compact pistols at that time carried 10 plus 1 rounds of 9mm. Eventually, other gun manufacturers followed what Sig did with the P365, and that spawned the era of ultra-concealable but high-capacity guns. Pistols like the Hellcat or the Glock 43X were manufactured to replicate what the P365 achieved. Now, the reliability and accuracy of the P365 are also among its selling points and the biggest draws as to why the gun remains popular. Its design includes Sig's X-Ray 3 day-night sights, which you will absolutely love because of its clear and quick sight picture, regardless if it is too dark or too bright outside. Moreover, I had no issues placing tight groupings consistently with my P365 at typical self-defense distances. This level of accuracy is due to its low bore axis that reduces muzzle flip. Reliability-wise, the P365 did have some share of initial minor issues in its early models, but all of them were addressed already. The P365s you'll get now can endure high-round tests without fail. So personal defense, I can really bet my money on this pistol. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Just press all the buttons. Those little clicks are free, but they help the channel a lot. Stay sharp, stay safe, and remember, it's not just about the shot, it's about mastering the craft. Until next time, lock and load.